Hey guys, this is part 2 to What If Naruto Were the Divine Thunder God, and yeah, so without further ado, roll the intro. A week later, Team 7 had passed the bell test, with flying colors as Kakashi had described. They'd gone on a few D-ranked missions, and Naruto had pleaded with the third Hokage for C-rank missions. After a bit of back and forth, Hiruzen gave them a C-rank mission and they completed it with ease. After that, Team 7 stopped doing D-ranks and did mostly C-ranks, and occasionally a B-rank mission, but they're usually accompanied by another Jonin. On one of these B-rank missions, Team 7 was accompanied by Genma Shiranui. They were all cornered by some rock shinobi, and Naruto offered to keep them busy while the others escaped. Kakashi and Genma were heavily fatigued, and Naruto was the only one who was able to sense the invisible rock shinobi. Naruto had to employ the Flying Thunder God in combination with the Chidori. The remaining shinobi didn't engage, allowing him to escape. When the shinobi reported the mission, they gave Naruto the moniker Konoha's Flying Thunder God, as those were the words he shouted when he appeared with what looked like holding lightning in his hand. When he got back to his team, he just said that the rock shinobi executed teamwork very poorly. We now flash forward to see Tazuna arc, where Team 7 is walking down the road. As they pass a puddle, Naruto drops a piece of paper next to the puddle, and is unnoticed by everyone except Kakashi. As soon as the demon brothers jump out of the puddle, Naruto sets off the explosive attack he dropped earlier, throwing them both into a tree, knocking them out. Team 7 tells them to look at Naruto with a question. Naruto explained it hasn't rained in over a week and there's a puddle. Naruto continues. Something I would like to know is why they were after you, Tazuna. Tazuna explains why he couldn't pay for a higher mission. Hiruzen mentioned something like that, Naruto replied nonchalant. What do you mean, Tazuna asked, confused. Lord Third said that this mission might possibly be A rank, but I don't know who we might face next, Naruto said nonchalantly. Zabuza appeared, and Kakashi gets trapped in a fishbowl. Naruto pulled out his headband over his eyes and then says to Sasuke, "Take care of the guy in the tree, and I'll get Zabuza." Zabuza looked surprised. "How do you know about Haku?" Naruto didn't answer. Instead, he charged at Chidori and disappeared, and reappeared next to the water prison and slashed at Zabuza's stomach, leaving a decent-sized laceration above Zabuza's right hip. Naruto brought back his arm to thrust into Zabuza's chest, but before he could, two senbon hit his left arm. Naruto looked over and saw another person holding a senbon. So Sasuke couldn't keep him busy, Naruto thought. The figure then rushed at Naruto, grabbed Zabuza, and left. But before they could successfully leave, Naruto pulled out a senbon out of his pouch and threw it at Zabuza, aiming for his subclavian artery. The figure shot the senbon out of the air with another one and disappeared with Zabuza. His aim is impeccable, Naruto thought. We need to get out of here, Kakashi said before collapsing. From there on, the story goes the same as in canon, except Naruto is able to somewhat better fend off Haku, and he doesn't have his outburst of rage. Kurama suggests that he tries and sees Haku's pattern, as it is somewhat random, but is readable enough. Not as much as a Sharingan, though. When Team 7 gets back to the village, Naruto sees Konohamaru getting bullied by Kankuro and says, "You should probably put him down," feeling slightly annoyed. After all, Naruto was somewhat of a mentor to Konohamaru. "Make me," Kankuro replies cockily. Naruto holds out his palm, facing Kankuro. Suddenly, Konohamaru disappears from Kankuro's hand and reappears in front of Naruto. "You know," Naruto says with his voice steadily, "I really don't like bullies, and if you try and hurt anyone else from the Hidden Leaf, I will personally end you." Naruto let a small portion of his killer intent out, scaring Kankuro and Temari. "He's just like Gaara," Kankuro thinks to himself. "Oh, and you in the trees? You should probably keep your teammates in a tighter leash," Naruto says. Gaara appears and asks Naruto what his name is. Naruto replies, "It's Naruto." The first exam goes mostly the same as in canon, except that Naruto doesn't need to cheat as much. Before they enter the Forest of Death, Naruto marks the team with the Heaven Scroll, the scroll I need, with the Flying Raijin mark, and walks away. As soon as the exam starts, Naruto hands Sasuke a kunai marked with Flying Raijin, and tells him and Sakura to head to the center of the forest. Naruto then disappears and wipes the floor with the team he marked. He takes their scroll and teleports back to Sasuke, and they continue toward the tower. As Naruto explains that the scrolls are part of a two-part summoning, and they need to get to the tower before they open them. Orochimaru then appears and tries to get a snake to eat Naruto. Before it does, Naruto summons Dorikyu. "Senpai," Dorikyu said, "I need you to keep those snakes busy." "Hi!" Dorikyu shouts, lunging at the two opposing snakes, being able to successfully hold them off and somewhat beat them. Naruto used Striking Thunder, which is where he throws a flying Raijin kunai at his opponent and teleports to them, stabbing them with a Chidori. He jumped back and saw Orochimaru come out of his mouth. Sasuke and Sakura were disgusted, but Naruto knew not to drop his guard. Orochimaru tried to attack Naruto again, but ended up taking Senbon to the subclavian artery. He just used the body replacement he had used earlier and tried to play it off as that it didn't take too much chakra. But actually, it was taking a lot of chakra. Naruto was able to kill Orochimaru's body 5 more times, and Orochimaru knew he had to end this quickly. He underestimated Naruto, and he was paying for it. He tossed Naruto to the side and tried to bite Sasuke. He was only centimeters away when boom! Naruto had launched a water shark bullet jutsu just in time. He rushed forward before Orochimaru had time to recover and slammed his palm into Orochimaru's stomach, shouting 8 trigram seal! Orochimaru was forced into the tree behind him, and an 8 trigram seal appeared on the tree. "Come on, let's go," Naruto shouted. "That won't hold him forever." Team 7 dashed for the tower, throwing a kunai towards the tower and teleporting to it, again and again until they reached the tower. On close perspective. You're standing on a branch high in a tree watching Orochimaru get destroyed by a boy with blonde hair. Naruto was the boy's name, she thought. She liked him. 5 days later, all the teams had appeared to the second stage of their Chunin exams. Well, at least the ones who had passed, that is. The proctors called the matches. They all go the same except Naruto is fighting Gaara, Sasuke is facing Lee, and Kiba is facing Yoroi. Kiba and Yoroi have a double knockout, and Sasuke is beaten by weightless Lee. Now, Naruto and Gaara, before they start, Gaara says, "I've been waiting for this." "Same," Naruto replies. "Start," the proctor calls. Gaara tried to catch Naruto with the sand coffin, but now is able to dodge and goes full speed without the flying Raijin. He's slightly slower than weightless Lee and isn't able to penetrate Gaara's sand. Even though everyone is still impressed, Naruto is invidiously caught in a sand coffin after he throws the flying kunai and tried to teleport to it. "Sand burial," Gaara says, and the coffin squeezed tighter. Gaara released the sand coffin and there was nothing in it. That shocked everyone until a voice said, "You'll have to try harder." They all looked up to see Naruto standing on the ceiling of the room. "That's where I know him from," Tamari said. "He's in the bingo book labeled as Konoha's Flying Thunder God." Everyone was shocked, their mouths all hanging open. Sakura pulls out her bingo book and starts flipping through it. "Entry 387, Tamari said, not looking away from Naruto. Sakura started reading. "Approach with extreme caution. Uses the same jutsu or similar to the 4th Hokage. Chakra Nature Lightning. B-rank ninja." Everyone was shocked they looked at Naruto. Naruto pulled 10 kunai out and scattered them across the field. Then he's teleported to random ones, getting closer and closer to Gaara. Gaara tried to use his ultimate defense, but it was too late. Naruto jumped at Gaara, grabbing his arm and teleporting him away from his sand. Naruto then slammed his palm into Gaara's stomach and shouted, 8 trigram seal! The sand that was rushing towards Naruto fell to the floor, and Gaara asked, "What did you do to me?" Naruto lifted his shirt to show the seal on his stomach. "This seal is used to suppress tailed beasts. It was created by my clan. It uses your own chakra to suppress the tailed beast, but it also allows the tailed beast chakra to filter into you, allowing you to use its chakra. So unless you are consumed by rage and reach for the tailed beast's power, it can't control you," Naruto said, letting his shirt drop back into place. "I give up," Gaara said, and then Naruto helped him to his feet. "What tailed beast do you have, Naruto?" Gaara asked. "Mine is Shikaku." "Well, the tailed beasts are ranked in power by the number of tails they have, and I have the most powerful of all." "Can't guess?" "Well," Gaara said, "I assume it's the Nine Tails, but I don't know its name." Naruto replied, "It's Kurama," then leaned in and whispered something into Gaara's ear. "I was never going to win, was I?" Gaara asked. "Nope, Kurama would have never shut up if I had lost." "The Nine Tails," Naruto responded as he was walking away, "is kind of haughty. It doesn't like to lose. Neither does the One Tails." "Well, I guess that's something they have in common," Naruto said, walking back up to the stands. "Gaara lost," Tamari said, dumbfounded. Gaara and Naruto stood next to each other, watching the next fight. Hinata and Neji. It went pretty much the same original, except when Neji tried to kill Hinata, the Jonin couldn't make it in time. Naruto appeared next to Hinata, catching Neji's arm, and released it, putting his hand on Hinata's shoulder and teleporting back up into the stands. Hinata was then taken to the hospital. As they were leaving, Naruto said, "Hey Gaara, do you want to train later?" Kankuro and Temari both expected Gaara to say no, but instead he said, "Sure." "Okay, I'll come and get you tomorrow," Naruto replied. "How do you know where I'm staying?" Gaara asked. Tailpiece chakra signatures are easily found by another if you're a Jinchuriki, Naruto said, and then left.